Okay, welcome back. So let's go ahead and take a look at set privilege. Let me just go ahead and take it from here. Put it down below. And let's go. So, in all honesty, I found bits and pieces over the net of this and incorporated them here. There isn't really that much that a person can alter or something like that here. It's more or less a fixed, standardized thing, and just the way it works. This is just the way it works. So token underscore. Do I have it here? Yes, I. Oh my god, how could I token privileges? I'm guessing that's a Windows update notification or something. I have no idea. Or not. Okay. I have no idea what that was. Anyway, just gonna name this TP as in token privileges. So this is just a variable. So TP is a variable of type token privileges. If you wish to learn more about them, you have a type def here, and then you can actually go and right click and peek definition. So it's a struct which contains certain types, but this really deals more with the types used by the Windows API than anything else. If you wish to learn more about that, I would advise you to just go over to the msdn.com, because the explanations for those are endless, because there's like an endless amount of them. I'm not sure why they actually created so many custom types, but oh well, no big deal. LUID. Again, no big deal. You can just you go to it, peak definition, and again, you're just gonna have certain type as defined as something else. So underscore LUID, it's a struct. So you have D word, which is an unsigned in long, I think, and down below you have long. So it just contains two simpler types. Let me just go ahead and close this. So if lookup. Oh my god, are you like serious? Let me have a look. Task manager. Oh, this is probably one of the keyloggers that I was running on last night. Yep. Oh, there we go. So just running some tests with them, and I needed to close them. Anyway, perfect. So lookup. Oh my god, like how could I have possibly... Lookup privilege value. Here we go. So lookup privilege value, and we're gonna open parentheses, and here we're gonna have null as one of the parameters of this function. And the other parameter will be this one here, and the third parameter, we're just gonna use the LUID. Perfect. Gonna save this, and just need some sort of a troubleshooting here, so no big deal. Like before, not a very sophisticated way to troubleshoot, not a very safe way to do it, but hey, it's simple enough, and it serves the purpose of today's tutorial. Just gonna go ahead and take this. Let me just failed dot error code, and let's do it like this, and then again get last error. Perfect. Well, not exactly perfect. Have an extra F here. Now it should be perfect. Okay, so if the lookup privilege value function actually worked out and its return value is not equal to 0 basically, or is not equal to false, we can go ahead and continue onwards. But I'm just going to go ahead and this time around, I'll implement a bit more of a robust way. I'll just say return false. Okay. So this is actually returning a 0, basically. It's not the same. I mean, in a way it is the same as this false, but not really. Okay, in the same way that this bool is similar to this bool, but they're not the same. Okay. So return false, and now we can go ahead and continue. So dp dot I need privilege count. This is gonna be 1, and it's gonna be dp dot privileges index 1 dot luid is equal to luid. Okay, so let's just explain something about these types. If you're wondering why would somebody redefine bool as this or false as this, well, let me go ahead and show this to you. If you have, for example, a function that returns an integer, and let's call that function test. And if you want to return a certain value, I don't know, you do int x, y, and you state that if x plus y is equal to 1, I would like you to say, I don't know, if it's equal to 0, let's say, then let's say that that's interpreted as false. How would you exit this function? You would need a return code of some sort. You would need to say return, I don't know, -1 to know that you've made an error there or something like that. But you can also type in return false, and this will also work. So this is going to return this is going to return a 0. So, but 0 in this case is defined as false, so that you can use these macros in such a way and, you know, be fairly, might make it easier in certain situations to construct return values and not have to predefine all the error codes yourselves. Anyway, just felt like I should give a bit of an explanation there as to why this might be so. Okay, so then next up we need be enable privilege. So we're just gonna do that, and then we're gonna do like tp dot space tp dot oh my god, come on, my good man. Am I missing these? Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So if b enable privilege is true, then I want to go ahead and start setting the attributes. So this is where we're gonna we want to be able to set those attributes. So it's just a matter of actually inserting values into an array, really, nothing else. So just type in tp privileges, and I'm gonna insert it at index 0 dot attributes. If you just press Control space, a lot of these things will pop in and of themselves, and then you can just select what you want. SC privilege enabled. Perfect. I don't even need to type it. Okay. Else TP dot privilege again at index 0 privileges at index 0 dot attributes, and we're just gonna set this to 0 to be safe. So if we managed, if be enable privilege is true, then okay, do it. Set the SE privilege enabled. But if it is not true, then go ahead and set it to 0, and let's be safe with that. So don't try to insert any partial values or attempt any nonsense. Just set it to 0 and leave it at that. Okay, so last 2 bits of this. Shouldn't be too long. I know it's a little bit boring. It was a bit boring for me when I wrote it as well. But look at it from the bright side. It's something you have to write only once, and then you can recycle this function in pretty much any program. Any program that deals with handles and opening up of and accessing other processes around space. Adjust token privilege. Oops. Adjust token privileges, and then I'm gonna type in here h token. So this is where we're actually going to adjust the privileges themselves. False. And TP, comma, size of token underscore privileges. Okay, so token underscore privileges. And do we need anything else? Let me just finish this. So size of token privileges. Yeah, we're gonna need something else. Kind of lost track. So token privileges. Oh my god, I am completely lost. Just well, when in doubt, separate into new lines. Okay, so this one has its own, and this one has its own, so from here. So every time I get lost, I just do this. Open parentheses again, and within them you'll just write p token privileges. Do I have it? No, I don't. Okay, so privileges, and then I need null. Oh my god, there's like a lot of them. I'll have to separate this p d word and again null. So I'm just doing some casting here. Okay, so let me go ahead and start the separation of this and see where the problem is. Aha. Okay, I see it. It's false. False should be capital. All capital, that is. Okay, so let's regroup this and adjust it so that it actually makes some meaningful sense. Oh my god, again. PD word. Null is supposed to go outside. There we go. So let me just go ahead and break this up into new lines, because whenever a function receives a large amount of arguments and when some of them are complex, it can get pretty confusing. Okay, I just broke them up like that. Might look a bit ugly, but hey, at least it's easier to orientate yourselves. Okay, so first of all, we have h token, which is a handle basically. We have a false here, TP from up above, so token privileges, and this just gets the size of the token privileges. And the last two arguments, you just basically pass null null and cast null as p token privileges, and this one as pd word. So you just cast it into this sort of a type and pass them, and it should work out just fine. Anyway, so if adjust token privileges fails, no big deal. Just like before, we're just going to create a printf, and we just need to return value to exit. Just going to need this, and it's no longer be lookup privilege value failed. It's going to be adjust token privilege. Privileges failed, error code, get last error code, so that should be fine. Okay, so let me just exit this. We have just one more thing to do before we can just return true. So if get last error is equal to error not all assigned. Okay, so I just want to get notified of this particular one. Let me just go ahead and state print f, the token does not have specified privileges. Token does not have specified privileges. Dot, and let's get into the new line. Return false, and down below return true. Okay, perfect. Oh god. Okay, true. Okie dokie. So now we have these two functions which are going to help us. So you have get process handle, which will call get set privilege, and then we will have write process RAM and read process RAM. So those two functions are part of the Windows API, so we'll just use them. We won't need to write them from scratch, but we did need these two in order to prepare the handle, which is a mandatory argument of read process RAM. Without the handle, we wouldn't be able to call them. Okay, so it's been a bit of a tedious work, but in the follow-up tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and actually show you how you can read and how you can write to specific RAM locations of a specific process. Bid you farewell and hope to see you in the follow-up, I guess.